first of two meetings this season, and it's a beautiful night here in Calgary. 27 degrees at kickoff. A little bit of wind, but not much, and we are underway at McMahon. This will be taken at the 5, back up to the 20 near sideline, and eventually pushed out just outside the 35. At 192 yards, a couple touchdowns in that game. They will start it on the ground here in Calgary. Let's take a look at this Montreal offense. The first handoff goes to Sean Thomas Erlington.
A couple of games ago, Pierre-Olivier Lestage had a penalty that was detrimental to the outcome of that game for the Montreal Alouettes, and he bounced back big time last week. 99% was his grade. And how about the game of Cole Speaker, who had 129 yards receiving against the Argos?
2nd and 8 for MBT. Throwing situation, gets it away. First down as he finds Austin Mack this week in that win over Toronto. Throwing again, that one in the direction of Mack. That is stopped by this Calgary defense.
Jalen Hutchings has arrived in the Canadian Football League, was here in Calgary last year, but didn't get a lot of playing time. He leads the team with 4 sacks. More on him as this game goes on. I've been impressed with Jacob Roberts, who leads the defense with 31 defensive tackles. And how about the interception with Adrian Green against Winnipeg when they were on the doorstep looking to score and take the lead against the Bombers in Winnipeg, and he picked it off.
His team leading 3rd interception of the campaign. MBT from the pocket with time down the field, and that is batted away right in the direction of Adrian Green. They were looking for Speaker, who had Zima sent to kick it away from about his own 40. Kalen Horton waits to return, takes it cleanly at the 5. Found a little bit of a hole. There's a flag on the play, though, and I think this is going to be backed up.
Illegal block. Calgary number 28. It's a 10-yard penalty. First down.
They're downfield, and nobody in the league runs the ball more than Calgary, and that's where they're going to start on the ground here, pushing it out just outside the 10 in the hands of Dedrick Mills, who's fired up early, part of this Calgary offense.
Well, Joshua Coker at right tackle was a late scratch here in warm-up, so the rookie out of Purdue, Preston Nichols, will start there. We'll watch the matchup between he and Isaac Ediemi-Berglund on the other side. And there he is, the first-round draft pick, Damian Alford, who is turning heads.
VA, far side. Tevin Jones has it. Trying to reach out to pick up the first down. He'll be very close here. Game time decision in there to handle short yardage duties. This could be huge for Montreal's defense to push it ahead, and that should be enough for the Stampeders. Yeah, they got it. Let's take a look at this Montreal D.
So Preston Nichols, who at Purdue in his senior year played guard, not tackle, and has a yard off the ball against Ediemi-Berglund, who has 4 sacks on the season, 2 forced fumbles and fumble recoveries. See how that matchup shakes down. Robert Kennedy plays at the cover linebacker, the Sam spot. Deontay Ruffin will take his spot in the secondary. And there's Ento. Big interception against Toronto that sealed the deal.
Adams down the field, and that one was laying there for Ento. Could not get under it in time. He's got a team-high 3 on the season. VA, 3 options out to his left. They're going to bring some pressure. He picks it up, steps around it, down the field, first down, just outside the 35. That's how you do it. Vernon Adams as he finds Rhymes.
He throws a strike, 24-yard gain to Rhymes over the middle.
Has been challenged on the far sideline by Jason Moss, whether it was a catch or
Montreal
not.
is challenging the ruling on the field. The play will be reviewed. After review, the ruling on the field stands. Montreal has no team challenges left and would be charged a team timeout.
Jason Moss now 1-4 on challenges this season.
Well, you know, I think Coach Moss probably saw from like their sidelines behind Rhymes here, and he saw it slide down towards his stomach, and then the pebbles in the turf kind of flew up in the air, and maybe that fooled him a little bit. But I thought he made the catch live.
On the ground again from the 40. Good initial bursts. And still going all the way up. First down and more. Look at this. That's an extra 15 yards moving the pile by that Calgary offense.
Against a good run defense.
Adams, far side, wide open. Alford catches it and goes down and immediately grabs his hammy. That is not good.
Oh boy.
With the explosion that he has had so far this season, 7 yards on that one. Rookie for Calgary. There's another look at it. Right down.
Shaking it off, so hopefully it's not too bad.
And flags fly everywhere.
Procedure, Calgary number 67. That's a 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
To his right, Montreal sends for. VA has it deflected at the line, and it falls incomplete in front of Darnell Sankey.
Nothorpe's group that he's going to get the guys like VA's been great at these throws. Get your hands up in the passing lane.
Ball bounces, taking just inside the 5. Great coverage downfield.
Playmakers like Cole Speaker around it.
Career high for Speaker last week. MBT far side, and he goes back out near the 25. Second catch of the ball game for Austin Mack. This will set it down to the Montreal 24. MBT into the flats, finds Sneed, first time today. Sneed steps out of bounds.
It's great defense.
18.5 points allowed per game. Empty backfield here, setting up a screen. Far side of the field. Rambo takes it ahead. First down, he's popped, but he's got the first down. Moving out there.
He's hustling.
Flea flicker. MBT dumps it back off. There is nothing downfield, so he goes to Sneed, who's taken down 5 here. Deep drop. MBT near side. Speaker trying to reach ahead. Probably going to end up being about a yard shy. Evans into the game. Short yardage situation. At forward progress. Gets them up. They needed the 46. Let's see where this ball is spotted, actually. From up here, it looked like he had just enough, but this will depend on the spot. That's going to be tight.
As I mentioned, Lions came back in the dying seconds.
John Thomas Erlington pushing ahead. Miles Brown hooked on to him early.
For his coach.
Working against the best second down defense in the league right here. A lot of time. Now he's on the run. Out to his right.
Look out.
And that is intercepted on the near side. Guess who? It's Adrian Green. His 4th of the season. Steps inside and takes this one away from McLeod Bethel Thompson. Adrian Green, an absolute thief so far this season. Thank you very much, Calgary's defense.
His teammates.
Hey, they're grateful to have him too. Takes the handoff, pressure in his face, gets it away, almost gave it right back. Lorenzo Burns just couldn't get underneath that one. 1,000 yards last season. On the run to his left, there's a flag as he has a completion at Brooks. Brooks takes it down inside the 15. A flag came out as that catch was made.
Legal contact, Montreal number 9. That penalty is declined. First down.
And of 30 yards or more, big play VA indeed. This time he finds Philpott. Philpott broke one tackle, takes it down inside the 10. This Calgary offense, best in the league with 54 points off turnovers. 7 on the line. They'll give it to Mills, cuts it down, trying to find the end zone, and he does. Touchdown Calgary. 6th of the season for Dedrick Mills. Sam Peters strike first.
Super important for Dedrick Mills to keep his eyes straight ahead. Don't look to where you want to run to the backside B gap. or else you can tip off the defense and the linebackers. But that's a couple of runs now for Dedrick Mills.
And the extra point is fired wide.
That's a veteran pass rusher against Nichols in his first start. But that was a great run block.
Tice on the return and takes it all the way back out.
Watch at the end of this play. He's going to get sandwiched and went straight to the 10 for evaluation.
Austin Mack, first down, Montreal. Okay.
Looking to find his helmet.
He is looking for his helmet, isn't he? Here they'll get it to Rambo on a quick toss. Takes it up to the 50. They don't want to hear it. 2nd and 7. Speaker again. Forced out of bounds by Anthony Johnson. Calgary Stampeders leading 6-0 after the first quarter. Bad news is that they lost Damien Alford. He's on the sideline with an ice pack on his leg right now. The good news, though, is that they can hit you through the air or on the ground with a guy back in the game. Looking to pick up first down right at midfield here for Montreal, and that will get the job done. Been a lot of through the air for Montreal so far. Little flea flicker here. Down the field, looking for Sneed, lays out and got it at the 10. Hauls it in on the pass from Caleb Evans, who stayed in the game after the short yardage. They execute the flea flicker perfectly.
How about this for Jason Moss in the playbook? You go in at short yardage for Caleb Evans, and on the second play, after they get the first down, he stays in, and the entire Calgary defense thinks, well, they're going to run some sort of running play because they've got their short yardage quarterback in there, and they run the flea flicker again. Fake run, toss back to Caleb Evans, 43-yard gain.
Out to the right for McLeod Bethel-Thompson. That's where he's going to throw. Finds Rambo. Bounced off one man, then got absolutely crunched. 2nd and goal for Montreal. They'll hand it off.
Yes, sir.
Not going anywhere, in the hands of Tice, looking for his first CFL touchdown. Got field goal attempt for Maltos. 10 yards, smokes it through. Cool to be a part of that tonight. Adams throwing, Tevin Jones catching it, and he'll take it out for a 5-yard pickup.
Respect the Calgary D.
It's the first time that Montreal has trailed after the first quarter all season. Now here's a little bit of space. Philpott rumbles it down inside the 45. His quarterback, 6 on the offensive line. They will hand it off, and Mills, a good burst, pushes it out beyond the 40 before he's tackled by the big fella, Sean Oakman. 2nd and 5 for Adams. Tevin Jones again. First down, Calgary. Team leading 3rd catch of the game. Get tall, guys. Simple strategy. VA on the run to his right. Dumps it over the top, down to the 5. End zone. Touchdown, Calgary. Adams to Rhymes. His 2nd of the season.
Move the launch point, get him outside of pressure. He's had a couple knocked down. This is Vernon Adams making it up on his own, and then the scramble rules. If you got an intermediate or short route, you go deep. If you got a deep route, you come back to your quarterback. Those are the scramble rules for receivers. Dominic Rhymes plays it to a T.
Absolutely. From Vernon Adams on the run to drop it over his shoulder. Paredes, no mistake here. Finished off a 5-play, 70-yard drive that took less than 3 minutes. Efficient offensive football from Calgary. Return up the near side. Carries. Tice had that one down at the goal line. They will run it here. Sean Thomas Erlington, that's his best pickup of the ball game. 2 to the right, 2 to the left for Bethel-Thompson. Far side, coming back to the ball. Rambo, first down, almost all the way up to midfield before they stop him the rest of the season. Near sideline, Mack goes up. Did he get a foot down? Yes. Great catch by Austin Mack.
The soft spot in the zone. In behind Derek Moncrief, who was the flat player, but in front of the deep outside third player, who was Anthony Johnson at the time.
Alouettes marching, looking for a response here. Sean Thomas Erlington on the run, has to stretch it out. Frank. Stamps just sent the 4 again. MBT over the middle, tackle made immediately, but a completion to Mack out of Wake Forest. And this one is dropped by Speaker. 2nd and 10 here for MBT. Dumps it off. Sibasu takes it, cuts it inside. Another move all the way down, just outside the 5-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the season. Into the red zone go the Alouettes. Had to settle for a chip shot field goal last time they were here. Far side, back to Speaker. Hangs on to it this time. Bounces off some traffic and finds the end zone. Touchdown, Cole Speaker. And the Alouettes find the end zone for the first time tonight.
Well, great time to respond. Feel like the game, it's early and there's lots of football to be played. There's actually a mistake made right there at the fake, but it didn't matter. The hitch was set up. Speaker gets it and does the rest on his own. How about the former Vanier Cup MVP at the University of Montreal and Regis Sibasu here with a big screen run to set up the touchdown, and then he is the point of attack blocker and does a great job. In fact, Speaker runs into him. He holds on to his guy, makes sure he can't make the tackle right at the point of attack, and scores.
That's what he does. Altos hammers it away. Big kick taken just inside the end zone.
Wow.
Our offense has great receivers and backs, but we want to score first. Dustin?
Thank you very much. He's become a big-time playmaker in that Montreal defense.
Well, at Colorado, and when he was in
Time
college,
count. Calgary. It's a 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
be a receiver in college and then transition in the pros to DB.
1st and 15. Adams on the roll to his right. Throws it in the direction of Tevin Jones, but he couldn't get there. Long for Adams. That's deflected and falls incomplete.
Line has got their hands on the ball.
Adiemi Berglund on that one. First punt of the game is a towering one from Bassett. Whoa. It is bobbled, but recovered, held on to, and then it's Tevin Jones down the field for the tackle on Lincoln Victor. Season. Cut this year. Finds himself now in Montreal. He'll hand it off to Tice. Calgary's defense stymies him. So it's 2nd and 10. Calgary just sends 4 this time. MBT, far side. And it's held on to by Tice. Moncrief was right there. And Kalen Horton waiting for this kick. He's going to take a couple steps over to his left. Corrals it after a 54-yard kick just inside the 35. Trying to find some room. And eventually, as he cut back in, he's tracked down from behind. There's a flag.
In the game, and
Unnecessary roughness, blindside block. Calgary number 45. 15-yard penalty. First down.
another talk about good and bad VA can disappear now.
4th penalty game for Calgary. They averaged 5.8 on the season, so a little bit high so far in this one. And that falls incomplete in the direction of the returner. 2nd and 10 from the 31. VA looks to his left. A ton of time here. Finally, deep shot down the field. Almost intercepted. Philpott turned into a defender there and knocked it away from Dequoy.
He beat, didn't he?
Got a hand in there to poke it away. Back-to-back 2-and-outs for the Stampeders. Lincoln Victor, far side, can't get there. What a tackle by Thomas. Have 5 special teams tackles on the season coming into this one. The Alouettes maybe find the lead. Pressure, MBT trying to hang on to the ball. Was it just stripped away? Orimolade comes away with it. The officials.
I don't know, when you look live, it looked like he was down.
Big loss, though.
Well, challenge may be happening here.
There's penalty flag. I think there's early movement here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Into MBT. And
Procedure.
yeah, I think
Montreal number 61. That's a 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
he's down by contact there.
In the game and running back. That's where they go on the draw. Made a couple of moves, but Kyle Wilson read it well. Took him down, and now some flags for some extracurriculars after the whistle.
Be
We
on
have
the right
offsetting
side.
15-yard misconduct fouls. Calgary number 93, Montreal number 3.
And
Zima, no choice here for Montreal but to kick it away. This will hang up there. 60-yard kick. Horton takes it. Around the 20, about a 10-yard return.
winning and losing, and he knows better than anybody in those 2 one-point games the last 2 weeks.
And off to Mills. Here's more.
It's very close. It's a half a play. And we talk a lot about 1 play can decide a game or 6 plays can decide a game. Well, that half a play matters. And so in this game, we got to be more disciplined then.
Percent rating. They're grading all the guys, and he couldn't get much better in the very next game. Showing great discipline and leading by example.
This penalty's going to hurt because it's going to be a first down for Calgary.
Montreal number 24. That's a 5-yard penalty. Results a first down.
That is Dequoy.
Quaz down here at the bottom. That's exactly where he was when he made the play against Toronto on the blitz, and he.
And Calgary make them pay with 64 seconds left. Adams taken down, incomplete. That is 6 straight incompletions. Adams does not have a completion. He'll look to change that right here. Steps up in the pocket. There's a flag. He throws it deep, far sideline. Tevin Jones somehow comes down with it. It said incomplete. And a flag back by Vernon Adams.
Calgary, illegal block, hands to the face. Montreal, illegal contact on a receiver. Second down repeated.
Pressure, a lot of it. We'll see if they back off. Jones broken up. Ento was right there.
And no help,
situation.
zero help.
Bassett. Kick to the far sideline. That bounces all the way back up. Mosheman. He doesn't have a completion since the touchdown.
No yards. Calgary number 42. That's a 15-yard penalty. First down.
Wow.
But look at this, 15-yard penalty.
Them about the penalties.
On the ground. Haven't seen much of this tonight, but that's a good one. That's their best pickup on the ground in this game, 8 yards. Seen right now, which is well below his season averages. MBT. And out on the far side, Speakers got it. That's a first down.
I don't know.
They will be throwing as the clock ticks. MBT is going to take off. He's tracked down from behind, got him a few more yards. Calgary, all 5 of their wins have been by double digits. Altos puts it up, and that one is through. And the Montreal Alouettes grind out a 1-point lead at the half. Come back to Calgary for just the second time this season. The Stampeders trail at the half.
Good second quarter by MBT, 195 yards passing. I agree with the panel. Get it to Dedrick Mills, 61 yards rushing for Calgary. That'll settle down VA.
Thursday night here in Calgary. Second half underway. Horton takes it just inside the 10. Stopped just shy of the 30 in his tracks, and a flag.
Unnecessary roughness. Montreal number 93. That's a 15-yard penalty. First down.
93, look to your left. And cruising the pile.
Drive will start on the 45 for Vernon Adams. They will give it to Mills, and he is going to push it ahead. Looking for 4 more here on a second down. Adams, far side. He'll have the first down. Finds Brooks. Brooks with a good burst and takes it down inside the 45. That's his second catch. Receivers out to the wide side left for Adams here. Now they'll bring him inside to help protect and block, and it works as Mills takes it ahead. At least 8. Back to him again, straight ahead, first down. Takes it all the way to the Montreal 30. Tevin Jones at the bottom of your screen. VA pulls it this time on the run to his right. Wide open. Down inside the 10. He finds Kalen Horton. Mills stands in behind VA. They'll give it to him. Far side. Mills barreling his way towards the end zone. He's in. Touchdown. Dedrick Mills. Would not be stopped on this drive.
Well, it's the inspiration that 26 is bringing too, and he did it in the first half, but he just didn't do it enough. He had a couple of carries, and in those carries, he got his teammates fired up, even the guys on the bench that are watching, that are on defense or special teams. When the guy's breaking 4 or 5 tackles and moving the pile 6 yards, that gets the whole team jacked.
For Mills, they will go for 2. Adams looking to the end zone, turning around and hauling it in. Brooks gets it done by 7. What you gonna do when Dedrick Mills runs wild on you? He's on that drive for Mills after just 5 in the opening half. Victor on the return, spin move upended just outside the 30, their biggest stars. John Thomas Erlington on the ground, a little bit of a hurdle before Remolade wraps him up. Montreal's offense looking for a couple more here. Back on the ground again. And Thomas Erlington will be stopped about a yard short for it. On third down, Evans trying to push ahead. Oh boy, maybe that last effort, but I'm not sure. It was definitely not. Oh no, they're going to call it a first down.
Take a bit of a gamble in short yardage.
Bouncing around from left to right next to MBT. Neville Thompson hit as he throws down the field, looking for Rambo, but it falls incomplete. Yards per punt this season. This is taken by Brooks on the return. Sidestepped one man and then is taken down just outside the 30.
That is healthy this year, knock on wood.
Adams, pump fake, now he goes in that direction. Right into the hands of Philpott, who lowers his shoulders and takes it ahead. Quincy Vaughn, short yardage for the Stampeders. Just throw a little bit of space and he's got it.
Just throw one. I mean, that was even second down. Conventional wisdom, get the first and move on.
DA, pressure in his face, gets it away, coming back to the ball, making the catch was Brooks. Swoop around over to the right and out into the flat. They'll hand it off to Mills, had to work hard, but he's very close to picking up another Calgary first down. They don't need much. That's a first down for Calgary. Philpott takes the handoff. Found the edge. Broke a tackle. Still going. Gets away down to the 20. Finally the 15, but there's a flag back at the 45.
Of some kind against Calgary. I'm just wondering
Holding.
when it happened.
Calgary number 15. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Well, that's Dom Rhymes.
And it was at the point of attack. That's Beverett. Yeah, that's
difference. Big swing. VA 1st and 20. Lays it out there. Rhymes has it. He's got a first down. They get it back inside the 45, 30. Adams tucks it into the belly of Mills. Ball pops out. Alouettes are on it. Is that Darnell Sankey recovering the Mills fumble? It is.
Uguak is going to get there. Beverett on the outside, but in a hustle play, look at 96. He punches with the right hand. The ball pops out, recovered by Darnell Sankey. That's creating a turnover.
Takes over on their own 39. Big stop by the defense. NBT under pressure and taken down. A flag as the tackle and sack is made.
Roughing the passer, Calgary number 93. That's a 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Grabs the harness, the bottom of your screen there, grabs the harness and pulls MBT down backwards.
Penalty moves him up to the 54. Drop it into the hands of Rambo, trying to find some space. And eventually held onto there by Anthony Johnson. 2nd and 4. Bethel Thompson, deep shot, far sideline over the head of Austin Mack. Waits, low kick. That'll bounce just inside the 15. Takes it, short return, nowhere to go after. Alouettes defensively showing some pressure. They'll get it out to Philpott, and the tackle is made.
Few guys like that.
VA needs to find 13. Is there a big play here? He's in trouble. Escapes on the run to his left. Now he's going to try to do it himself. Look out.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
VA trying to shake it off. We'll need a slower look at that, but there's definitely contact.
Yeah, he's going to get
play, and he'll be pulled out of this ball game.
Yeah, he's going to come out. He's going to come out. The medical staff will look at this reaction. It's Darnell Sankey, and I was thinking right about now as he got out here, you better start hook sliding now. And he decided to lower his head, and his shoulder was Sankey coming downhill at him. Beverett from the inside, Sankey on the outside, sandwich him.
Just a forearm on the top of the head, but he did look wobbly when he was getting up. We'll monitor that situation. Victor on this return after a 56-yard kick. And a flag when he brought that in. Looked like there might have been a face mask. Now an extra flag late.
There are 2 fouls on the play, holding Montreal number 9. Also a 15-yard misconduct foul. Montreal number 9.
Calgary leads at home 21-14. Game get decided by.
Well, you want the good news or the bad news?
Interceptions coming into this game, both of these teams. NBT far side has Speaker, and Speaker barrels over LaBrosse, who's in a corner after Adrian Green left in the first half. Calgary 5-0 this year when leading after 3 quarters. On the ground, Thomas Erlington, who was injured earlier in the game, he's back in now. He'll look for 8 more yards here. Time in the pocket. Dumps it off. Siwasu's got it, and he's got a first down. How about the fancy footwork from McLeod Bethel Thompson?
Well, rolling this way, throwing it back over here. That's a rule. That's a no-no, even for veterans. But, you know, when you have confidence, I know it's not a big, deep throw, but look at the pressure around him. Look at the coverage out there.
From their own 43. Sean Thomas Erlington with some blocking set up. And he takes it ahead for a first down. Nice play call there. Near sideline. Coming back to the ball was Sneed. Went down to get it, but could not hang on. Huge second down here early in quarter number 4. MBT near sideline again, goes right back to Sneed. This time he's got the ball and he's got a first down.
That's what you needed right there. Coaching him up.
Speaker, far side, takes it ahead to the 35. An 8th play of the drive for Montreal. McLeod Bethel-Thompson looks to his left, comes back to Sneed. Sneed forced out of bounds. He's looking to drive and tie this game. Another quick one. Austin Mack. This time held on to. LaBrosse is there. Play of this drive. 3 options. Short side right for McLeod Bethel-Thompson. Looks to his left. Throws to his left. Has Rambo, but Rambo will be stopped short.
Moncrief.
For Maltos. 90% on the season. Just inside the left half. Zima holds. Maltos pushes it through. Look at P.J. Walker coming into this game. Those are his numbers at Temple, where he was the all-time passing leader when he headed to the NFL. VA is in the 10th, we believe. P.J. Walker came up here last year. Was around for the final month and a half of the season. Came out of the tent, goes to the sideline, no helmet in his hand. Walker, near sideline, and he'll get it into the hands of Rhymes. That's his 4th. Around the NFL for about 7-8 years. And that 15-game stretch in Carolina that included 7 starts. This is Bobble, picked up quickly, and returns to about the 25.
He knew that he was good enough to make a team, but he was seeing other people get opportunities. He ended up being signed by the Chicago Bears, but being cut 2 weeks into the preseason, and then Calgary called him.
2nd and 4. Down the field, dropping it in there. Oh, and Speaker, he had it until he didn't. He will want that one back, his 2nd drop of the night.
Hang on where it had to be. Outside shoulder to Speaker, away from the coverage from the inside, and he just flat dropped it.
Backbreaker for the Montreal offense. With just 6 minutes to play, too. Zima gets it away. Horton catches it on the run. Takes it back. P.J. Walker's game now. He's got that man, Dedrick Mills, to hand it off to, but that goes nowhere. Ugoak.
Here they come. Safety low.
Alouettes will back off, only send 4. And that almost intercepted. Oh, Dequoy doesn't have one yet this year. And that might have been a house call the other way.
Blitz look, and he dropped back.
Bassett hangs one way up there. Flags fly on a 35-yard kick that was actually held on to.
Yarder.
No yards. Calgary number 4. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Their last meeting actually ended in a tie. MBT, Sneed, first down. Find a big play here. Bethel-Thompson fakes the handoff, goes back to Sneed, and he takes it down inside the 30 before the tackle is made. He wants to throw again. Dumps it off. Tice, spin move, and he's wrapped up and taken down by Sheldon Arnold. Behind this Calgary defense. McLeod Bethel-Thompson, an end zone shot up for grabs, incomplete over the head of both Speaker and Onyeka on the season. 30-yard attempt for a 1-point game, and he makes no mistake. Awaits the kick from Maltos, puts it in his direction. He'll take it just inside the 10. Horton upended, held on to the ball. Flags at both ends of this one.
Advice VA is basically
Illegal
said to
block.
Walker,
Calgary number 77. That's a 10-yard penalty.
That's big.
First down.
Go this time.
11 penalties in this game for 121 yards against Calgary.
Ugh. Yep.
Exactly. 2.5 to work. Walker from the pocket.
Nice throw.
Guns it out there. First down. Got rid of it quickly. Found Brooks. Calgary works from their own 22. Hand it off to Mills. Line of scrimmage, no further.
Yeah, they're committed to stopping that.
For Walker. 3 on the line for Montreal. Walker with time. Gets it away. Looking for Jones. He got turned around. And it falls incomplete. 4 consecutive punts for Calgary. And a fumble before that. This will be taken by Sneed. Sneed picks his way back up the middle and almost into field goal range already. Expectations all year. Can they somehow get it done again? Sean Thomas Erlington breaking tackles and eventually finding some, not much, but some positive yardage for 22 on second down tonight. Far side, right at the marker. Austin Mack has it. He was in some pain. And now are they going to say incomplete?
The previous play is under review by the replay center.
You can't. This might be the better angle. Right there when he rolled on the ball.
And the ball rolled out of his arm on the way down.
Did he have it long enough on the way down?
After automatic review by the replay center, the ruling on the field stands. Third down.
So the ruling on the field was an incomplete pass. They're going to attempt a 57-yard field goal. Maltos's career long is 53. Horton waits back in the end zone to make sure this thing gets out. Maltos from 57 for the lead on the road here in Calgary. That is up, has the line, nails it with room to spare. What a kick from Jose Maltos. 57-yard deep shot to put the Alouettes on top.
Routine day at the office for Maltos on a 57-yarder. You got to be kidding me.
That would have been good from 65.
On the road. Dead air, no really wind to speak of either way. And that was no problem.
Hammer job from Maltos in the CFL. Now would be a time for his first big burst. They'll hang this one up high. Horton takes it cleanly at the 20. Back to the 30. Finds a little bit of space outside the 40. And that makes things a little bit more reasonable. No, they need 19 yards to get to a 57-yard attempt. Walker throwing near side, and that is complete to Rhymes. Couple of yards shy, PJ Walker. They just need 2 here. Alouettes will back off. And that one behind Rhymes and incomplete.
He might come after the quarterback and then drop. Only 3-man pressure, and PJ Walker rushes it. Now he's got to fight the clock. I get that, but he had another 2-3 seconds to let those routes develop.
Here we go. 3rd and 2. Could be the ball game. Walker from the pocket, trying to escape, throws it high, incomplete. No flags on the field, and Montreal's defense gets the ball back.
Once again, Kenton Arcou drops, so does Sankey. That just well over the head of Tevin Jones.
Hasn't played till this quarter, right?
No argument for me.
That'll be handed off. Sean Thomas Erlington. They're still going to push this thing ahead. He'll pick up about 5 yards. Montreal trying to seal this away. Get it to Sean Thomas Erlington, pushing it ahead, and he's got a first down for the Alouettes, and that should be enough to finish this thing off as the Montreal Alouettes pick up their third road win of the season, and it will move into first place in the East for now. Hamilton in action on Sunday.
Learn from that, and now have a 2-game win streak on a 57-yarder.
When they needed their kicker the most, and the Montreal Alouettes hand Calgary their second loss of the season. Both of these teams now sit at 5-2.